Anyways, come back to me if you get a lead on anything.
Alright.
Whoa.
My apologies. I don't know why
Good luck, Polaris. Be careful, okay?
Oh, of course. I expect you to do the same, Cider.
After the two said their goodbyes, Polaris then began to study the statue, from the front to the back.
Perhaps it is broken from the inside. Do fountains have gears?
Polaris thought to himself, daring to step inside to get a closer look at the reservoir, and so he did, the cold pools of remaining water causing him to shiver with each new step. He closely inspected the fountain once more, trying to find an opening to its internal parts.
There should be an opening somewhere. This can't possibly be. I've looked everywhere.
Polaris's worry only grew with the remembrance of his team's lost streak. To lose again wasn't exactly in his best interest. His eyes then darted to the statue's chest, a hole with the shape of a diamond gaping out of it. Polaris grew curious. Perhaps it had something to do with the fountain's functions faltering.
Excuse me? What's that hole in the statue's chest?
There's supposed to be a gem on there. Someone stole the sapphire that was on it just last month. It's not too big of a deal.
Did it serve any function?
Not that I know of. No.
I see. Thank you.
His curiosity only continued to thrive. Maybe that jewel was the very thing that powered this fountain. After all, some devices can live without their sources as long as there is leftover power. But how would he even find it? Where would he even start? Polaris was about to ask one of the locals again, but to his disappointment, they'd already left, and he was all alone. He had no choice but to find it on his very own. And off he goes, on his really, really dumb and sad journey to find a small gemstone. Polaris entered the town, wondering as he began asking each and every single local he possibly could for clues as to where he could find this gemstone. He asked, and he asked, and he asked, and he asked, but to no avail.
Maybe I should have stuck with Cider.
Polaris said, his disappointment and worry growing with each second that passed as he sat down on the nearby bench. Suddenly, a crow landed beside him. Polaris drew his attention to it, his hand reaching out to go pet it. That was before he saw what it held in his beak, a shining sapphire the same shape as a hole in the statue.
Hello, Mr. Crow? If I could Wait, please come back!
And then Polaris would go call to the boy with grace. Hey, where are you going? No!
Now to get this back to the fountain.
I speak to you and only you, traveler. I do not need that stone.
What do you mean?
I heard a sick little girl wish for her own recovery, as her family cannot afford medicine. Bring that stone to her mother. Tell her to sell it, and buy whatever they need with the money. They live in the nearest house, with a sign on the door to your right. Do you see it?
I think I do.
Good. Bring it to her. It's all I ask of you. I cannot bear to see any more in pain. I have become numb.
Is that why?
Yes, my tears are no longer for those who force pain onto others. It has become too much for even me. So, please.
I'm very sorry for that. I will bring it to the girl for you, friend. But before that, can I ask you something?
Of course.
You can make wishes in fountains. Am I correct?
You are.
Then I will wish for the safety of you and your people after this.
Thank you for your kindness.
I will be back in a jiffy to make that wish.
I'm back. Where was I? Polaris is able to give the sapphire to the little girl and the mother. With the soul of the fountain becoming filled with the joy of helping others, their tears returned. This time of empathy and happiness instead of pain, providing water for the people once more. The end. Bye. Finally. Dang!